Tim Will, alias Tam Beluga, was born in West Sussex. He grew up in the countryside between the South and North Downs of southern England. With 6 siblings, 4 brothers and 2 sisters, a wonderful mother and hard-working father, it can safely be said life was certainly never dull. The humor of Tim's grandfather was always of particular interest to Tim, even at a very young age. He's also writer and the author of a new published book in collaboration with Eurobox entitled The Clock and Door Arch. Deals with Stella and Hugo during their move to an apartment in a historical old house. As they settle in, they realize that a very old clock comes with the apartment, along with a very particular door arch. Let's welcome Tim, who's right now connected with us to present his literary work. Hi, Tim. Many thanks for being here with us.
Hi, and thank you. It is a pleasure to be part of this.
So let's start. Let's say something more about The Clock and Door Arch. What's the plot and who are the main characters in this story?
Yes, well, Salah and Hugo are the main characters, an endearing couple who set about to buy their first home together. And through the challenges and some fortunes, they managed to secure what appears to them to be the home of their desire, their choice.
And what was your inspiration to start writing this story?
That's a good question. Well, I love the old town of Tallinn in Estonia, and I stayed in a beautiful old hotel there, and I became fascinated with the stone arch that was blocked off, and I sat there for a while looking at the arch, and then my mind opened up. My big creativity of how the arch could create interesting situations. And that was kind of inspiration. And so I sat down and thought about it, and then, well, creativity took over. And the next thing I know, I was typing.
Wonderful, interesting. So without spoiling the story, which is the heart of the book, I would like to highlight the themes, the main themes that the book that the book tries to touch.
Yeah, well, the main theme, I guess, is how applying logic and reason to situations, no matter how interesting and challenging they are, can create good results, and also through good interaction with your partner or other people, that how these things can be achieved, and not necessarily in a stressful, but let's say a creative and humorous way sometimes.
It seems a good story for young readers, but I wouldn't exclude adults. Is that right? Is this a book for everyone?
It's a book for everyone, young all the way through up to certainly some retired people who have read the book have contacted me and said they found it fascinating and they enjoyed it a lot. So across the age groups, it really is, I believe, a very interesting read.
All right, let's talk about you for a moment. What represents writing for you? When was this passion of yours born?
What can I say, that in my professional career, I've done a lot of kind of writing, but more commercial documents and checking commercial documents. And I then became interested in acting. Well, I've always been interested in acting to some degree. I took up acting in theatre, and I even had a small role in a film. And then I just became fascinated with the writing of the plays and the film, and then, of course, I became more fascinated with writing, and then I found myself sitting in front of the computer, plucking up the courage to start writing my own kind of fiction.
Well, I would complete this wonderful interview with asking you a curiosity from a fan. Are you currently working on a new book? Are you currently preparing a new book to publish?
I am. The book I worked on it's been a 2-year project, and it finally culminated. I finished it. It's an interesting book set in a wonderful summer location, summer house, summer cottage, where it's a kind of a journey for the new owners of the cottage, I would say. And also have another book in the process, and that's going to be an interesting book as well. That's a more kind of a mystery film, a mystery book, sorry, about what it will. But it's all in my mind, and I've also started that at the moment.
All right, we look forward to reading more from you. Thank you. Thank you again for your time, and we want to wish you best luck with your published book.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Stella and Hugo must also deal with the challenges of everyday life, such as managing their budget and choosing a bed location in their new home. During their time in the new house, the two protagonists discover that their house has a much more complex history than they ever imagined. The Clock and Door Arch, written by Tam Beluga, is now available in bookstores and digital platforms. It's a publication by Eurobooks.